Hi guys, welcome to the Podiatry Practice Mastery Show. What we're going to talk about today is kind of what worked and then what didn't work, and then other ideas that are kind of working right now. Okay, so first of all, with the tech list, this is something that I keep doing. I just can explaining it. A tech list is that free download within Podiatry Practice Mastery. I talked about an optional folder. This is something that really helps me in my emails. So when I get an email come in, for example, if I would get my own email from Podiatry Practice Mastery, it's not something that urgent, but I wanted to read it. So I would filter them within Google Gmail, and it would filter into a folder. I have one folder that I put as optional, and I put everything in there. Basically, it's like a filing cabinet. I do the same thing with my mail. I put all my mail into one drawer, and then I look at it once a week. I put all my email into one folder called the optional folder, and I look at it like once or twice a week. So I can do other things that are more important. It's not urgent, but I want to look at it. So that's how I use the optional folder. I would recommend everything that has the word subscription. You can do a filter for subscription, put it in the optional. Anything that comes in, you either unsubscribe or put it in the optional. It's a really way to get good control of your email stuff. That's my tech list stuff. Okay, once again, if you haven't got the tech list, I'll put a link underneath it. 30-day practice blueprint is done. It took me, I don't know, a couple of weeks to do it. It was a lot of fun. It was fun. I tell you, that what gave me energy. And basically, I'm sharing everything that I wish I had received when I finished podiatry school and when I was in residency. Probably in residency, I wouldn't have time to look at it because I was too busy doing surgery all the time. But when I got into private practice, that would have really helped me out. Please look at it if you haven't got it. I'll put a link underneath it. It's basically, we go over marketing, we go over different protocols, we go over different surgical protocols, a lot of different stuff that I wish I had when I started practice, or at least when I up to now, everything that I've learned. Podcast is both a pro and a con. The reason is I've been doing it for over a year now, and I only have 25 people that are consistently listening to it. So what that makes me think is that podiatrists don't listen to it, or they don't want to listen consistently, which maybe because there's too many episodes. So that's what didn't work. My thought is I may consider deleting the podcast and only doing the YouTube, because I've only had the YouTube up there like a month, and I already have 33 subscribers. So YouTube, maybe it's because podiatrists are used to looking at YouTube and they like seeing the videos more than listening to me rant. But if you like the podcast version, please let me know. Otherwise, I may, what do they call it? Dawn it, or whatever you like, sundown, like taking it away or deleting it or something like that. Other thing is I put together a home study course. So something to consider if you guys like to teach patients. I was doing like a book, and I was doing like a YouTube, a book, and like different videos, but they were like 50, 40, 30 minutes. And it was too long. People weren't really looking at them. So I tried to divide it up into a home study course. And I'll show you what that looks like. And I had my first patient that actually came in from that. So I want to show you how that marketing went. And then there was a book, this $1 Million Offers. And then this is the guy that did it at acquisition.com. If you're interested in learning more, you can look at that. And then I'm going to talk about a few of the podcasts that I did. So once again, the Podiatry Practice Mastery tech list. If you haven't downloaded it, I would recommend it. Just so you guys understand, when you do like marketing for your site, your website, and with your patients, I think you should have something that's free, just like a PDF download, and then something that's a little bit more. So I have the tech list, and then I have this 30-day practice blueprint. That's how it works for me. And then if people want more, then they'll pay for something. But those are the two free things that'll push into more paid things. So I think your website should have that too. This is an example of the podiatry practice plantar fasciitis course, 14-day course, talks about videos. And the only drawback to this, in my opinion, is they have to put their email and a password, which, I think that people might not want to do that, but they're going to be getting a lot of content. This is how I advertised in the newspaper. It's a 14-day plantar fasciitis study course. I limited it to 10 participants because they're asking questions, and I can answer those questions. And this is just kind of an example of how you use a QR code for this. This is that acquisition.com. A lot of great content here. If you want to spend some time, if you don't want to buy the guy's book, The $1 Million Offer, I would recommend the book. But if you want to listen, he's got this all for free. It's just great content. I did a couple of videos, and they're on YouTube. One is doing more with others. This is talking about how to outsource your stuff. Basically, how to use virtual assistants, fancy hands, Fiverr, things like that. I've talked about that before. And then also I did an interview with Dr. Ben Pearl about sports medicine and practice pearls. One of the great practice pearls that he has, I think, is his use of, he has an orthotic printer in his waiting room. and then he prints orthotics for patients. It takes about 5 hours. I don't know if I think we have too much volume for that, but I think that's a great idea in terms of marketing. Like instead of having patients have to wait 3 weeks for the orthotics, they can get them in like 5 hours. That's great. Okay. So let's look a little bit more here. This is Podiatry Practice Mastery. You can see here 33 subscribers. So things are working well. Underneath each of these videos, you're going to find different read more stuff. And just so you know, if you do your own YouTube, this is the way you do it. People can get the tech list. Pretty soon I'm going to be putting in my 30-day practice blueprint in there. And then my webinar checklist, different free downloads that I have. So you can just copy mine and just make your own if you want to do it for your own private practice. This is that guy's book, Alex, very similar to Russell Brunson, but he has like 1 book versus Russell has 3 to get through. But I thought it was a great book, and that course that he has. Okay. This is my 30-day practice blueprint. I will put this there. Okay. If you guys want to see what it looks like, but here's what it looks like. If you want to kind of look at what it looks like, I'll show you guys. I'll go into Kajabi here, so you can see what this 30-day practice blueprint is. So give me just 1 second here. So here I have 10 members that have joined this product. Okay. This is the practice blueprint. 374 people are in it right now. And let me just show you what it looks like. So basically it's going to have the 30 days. You have a welcome, ways to grow your practice. It's called before, during, and after. My patient presentation concept, videos, webinars, first book, building your list, nurturing your list, using YouTube, making videos, case studies, reviews, shock and awe package, virtual assistants, the Pareto principle, time management, email, DME, in-office dispensing, procedures, EMR, orthotics, imaging, non-covered procedures, vascular studies, outpatient surgery, content production, personal and business success, and what's next. So this is what I'm using to have a deep dive with people. And they're about 10 minutes each of these little daily things. So you'll get something for 30 days. And just, kind of like I like to explain things, you'll be able to see how far you're on with these days. And then if people want more, the patient presentations, they can purchase it right here. And the webinar things they can purchase right here, just so you know how I'm kind of marketing it. I'm also trying something new here. This is a way to share your tip. So if you'll look here underneath this video, I put something called share your tips. You can either use the QR code or I'll put a link underneath it. And this is a Google form. So I got this idea from someone else. So I'm doing this within the course. People are going to see this underneath. They're going to see, hey, if you want to get some free bonus content, they can share their tip. And so I'm doing the same thing on these videos. If you want that free bonus content, share your tip. And what you do is you put your email, your name, and then what your tip is, or you can even add an image or a video if you want to share a video or an image. And I may include it in one of the future episodes here of the Practice Mastery Show. This is a kind of a new way of how to get interaction. So once again, you can do this even like if you're doing a webinar or if you're doing a video for your patients, you can have them share their own tips, share their experience, participate, anything like that. Okay. This is that tech list. This is where you sign up for it. And this is my course. Now, within the course, another cool thing is you can put in reviews or testimonials. So I've done this on both courses, on that 30-day blueprint and also within my plantar fasciitis course. And what I do in one of the days, I actually ask people to put it in the comment section. So I just got this from a patient. She said, I thought the course was fantastic. It's going to be a tremendous resource for initial patient appointments. I wish it was available to me on my initial visit, especially after the plantar fasciitis checklist and treatment evaluator. I've already recommended this course to a friend with chronic plantar fasciitis and will continue to refer friends to this resource. Thank you for educating with a reliable source that's easily in one location. You're so compassionate and things like that. Okay. So it's important if you're going to do a course or even with your patient testimonials, like one thing, if you have Google reviews, use these reviews on your website. If you're sending things out to patients in your newsletter, include 3 or 4 of those Google reviews. Okay. That is something great for you guys. Okay. Once again, share your tip. Let me know what you guys think. And then, we'll see you next week next week. Okay. Thanks.